Welcome back. I'm here with Football League editor Pascal Lemaire to talk about Saturday's championship match between MK Dons and Birmingham. We'll start with the home side. Pascal sitting pretty up in fourth in the table.
Yeah, it's been a good start for them, isn't it? Up in fourth, like you say, and yeah, through in the Capital One Cup as well. They came through a midweek, so it's a decent start for them. I think they've certainly, if you look at their fixtures, they've had a fairly kind start. I think Rotherham they've played. Last time out, they've beaten Bolton as well, who have struggled, and last time out they hosted Reading. Went to Reading, and that was a game against another side that you expect to be down at the bottom. It was a 0-0 draw, so not too much action in the game. And I think when you look at their fixtures coming up after the international break, I think, well, this is a tough one against Birmingham, and then they've got Middlesbrough, Burnley, Leeds and Derby in their next four after that. So that's where they're really going to show if they're going to be sort of maybe pushing for the top half this season or not, because I think it's certainly been a fairly kind start for them, and if they can get some wins in those games, then they'll certainly signal their intentions to be pushing towards the top half this season. They've only conceded 2 goals in the league, which is impressive as well, and I think certainly Diego Poyet is a really good signing for them, because he's sort of gone to West Ham the last couple of years, hasn't been able to get in the team there, but then when he came on loan down to Charlton in the Championship recently, he was really impressed in the Championship for them. So I think he's played in both games recently, the game against Reading and in the Cup in midweek, so if he's fit enough to start in this one, he could be a key player for them, because Birmingham have proved a really tough side to break down this year, and he might just be able to provide the quality.
Yeah, I mentioned Birmingham tough to break down, still unbeaten in the league this season.
They are, yeah. I mean, they've played a game less than everyone else because their game against Brentford was postponed, but last time out they hosted Derby in the Friday night game, and Derby went into that having drawn every game, but people still expected probably Derby to have too much for them there. But Birmingham, to be fair, they created a lot of chances against Derby. It's quite an open end-to-end game. It only finished 1-1, but I think Derby might say that the goal they scored, the goal Birmingham scored, was lucky because of the deflection. But they still created chances. I think Gary Rowett would have been disappointed the way the goal went in, because Johnny Russell just left in too much space. It was a careless pass, which led to Derby getting possession. So that was disappointing. But since then, they've been in the Cup as well. They beat Gillingham in midweek and then got that dream draw away at Aston Villa. The fans would absolutely love that. First Birmingham derby, I think, for about 4 years. So that's huge for the club. And getting a draw like that lifts the fans, but they're already in a good mood anyway because of the way the team is playing. So things look really good for them. The one concern is the recent rumours linking Damari Gray with a move to Leicester, but I think Leicester's sort of been rumoured for him, but the way Leicester are playing in the Premier League, the likes of Albrighton, Mahrez, the way they're all playing, I think Birmingham are they're going to ask for a big price if Leicester want to pay him, and I think in the end they'll look at the options they've got and think maybe not this summer, maybe wait a bit. So I think they should be able to keep Damari Gray, and if they can do so, things look good for them.
Do you think they can maintain their unbeaten start here?
I think they'll maintain their unbeaten start. I'm not sure they'll be able to get a win here. I think MK Dons, they've looked fairly solid to me, and Birmingham, I think in some games they've been lucky to stay unbeaten, especially in the first one against Reading. Even though they won that game, they could have easily lost that game. So I think there's still areas to work on for Birmingham, so I'm just going to pick for a draw here, 1-1.
Sportsman going for a 1-1 draw.